back to Direwolf 20's Let's Play. This is episode number 30. Nice round number. Alright, as you guys can see, I just found myself a new oil deposit, and I just built myself a little system right here to pump all this oil straight over into this big old storage tank for me. And I'm going to let that go. I don't know how deep this oil deposit goes. I don't know if it's like, you know, it looks like a decent size, but I really have no idea. So I'm going to let this guy go, and hopefully it's a decent sized oil deposit. So I'll be back shortly to let you know how I made out. So you can see the pump is currently draining oil from this area here. You can see these source blocks turning into flowing blocks. That means they're getting sucked up. Looks like the same thing's happening over on this side as well. So this pump's doing its job and just getting me a bunch of oil. And then I'll show you where I'm at. I made a map in one of my episodes. I don't know if I wound up posting it or not. I think I cut that part out. So I'm actually like right over here. My base is in the center of the map, kind of like right around there where my cursor is right now. So I'm probably going to have to build another long piping system to go from my base to here just to get all this oil out. But yeah, I'll let you guys know how I make out. Well guys, I just want to point out that this guy's still digging down into the ground here. And it looks like if I jump all the way down this hole, you can see there's still oil all the way down here, so I'm really starting to think that I found a really nice big oil supply, and that makes me very happy. So I'm going to stop recording for now, and get back to you once I found more. In fact, I might need to build a bigger tank, and I think I'm going to do that shortly. I also want to screenshot, or at least take note of a certain bug here. It looked like there was some extra oil here, which was just along the edge of where my pipe was, so I came over to try and scoop up all this oil that the pipe missed, and there really isn't any. And I started blocking off this water supply here, and the water seems to be feeding the oil blocks to make them look like oil. So I'm thinking if I block off this last water spot here, all the oil's gone. So there really wasn't oil here. It's just that the water and the oil being spawned together like that on a border kind of was a little bit of a bug. So I'm going to send that over to Space Toad. Not sure if he's aware of it or not. But yep, just want to document that as a video. Okay guys, I just want to point out here, I'm currently at Y74, and I'm going to jump all the way down this tunnel that I dug, which is parallel to my my pump pipe here. Oh, I guess pump pipes I can walk through. Okay, so let me jump down here. Look how far I'm going, all the way down. It's around 30 that I actually found the bottom of this oil well. So you can see, I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this on the YouTube videos, but it is a very big hole underground, and it basically spans a major section under this area here, and there's a ton of oil down there. So this is definitely a very big oil supply, and I am now going to fly out of this hole and get prepared to siphon all this oil into some bigger tanks. I'm really going to need them because I could probably fill at least 3 or 4 of these tanks this size. So I'm probably going to at some point stop my pump and move this guy over a little bit. So I will be back shortly. So just to show you, I dug along this pipe here just to show you guys where it's at now. We're hovering right around Y30, and it looks like it'll be around 27. So we're right about the point where this pipe's going to break down into the actual well that's underground here. You can see if you break your blocks too early, you get flowing blocks for a moment, but that's okay. The oil well will happily suck that up. So yeah, thought you'd like to check that out. Okay, we've just reached the surface of our big underground lake here, and my pump is happily drilling up all that oil. I'm going to get upstairs now and make sure I have enough storage space for all this oil that's now going to be filtering in here. Probably going to need to hook up some kind of on-off switch to this pump. I'm actually going to flip them off right now, because I don't want him sucking up any more oil. As you can see, this guy's getting full, and I need to rewire this. Probably do some kind of on-off switch. So I'll be back. Okay guys, as you can see, I just ran a little bit of redstone wire up here to the steam engine, which is getting awfully hot. I'm not sure if this guy's going to overload or not. But if I flip the switch, he does a little pumping, flip him off, pump turns off, and you know, here comes that smidgen of oil that was pumped up during that brief second there. And this guy's getting awfully full. Okay, that should be good. I'm going to build another pump, like so. And this will be another oil storage device. Ta-da! Now I just need to rewire it, so once this oil's done going through, beautiful. There we go. Now we've got a new oil storage device. So what I'm now going to have to do is just set up a giant pipeline from here all the way back to my base, which is pretty much in, I think, this direction. Come on, map. There we go. More like that direction. Yeah, probably right around there. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm also currently running back to my old oil spawn to collect this guy. Let's see, can I break him? Yay! Collected my portal spawner. And my wireless receiver. Excellent. Okay, lay back down this guy. He was frequency 1. Put this guy on top. Like so. Now, this should work. When I pulse frequency 1, ta-da! Close both portals, and activate the oil spawn button. It sends me here. Beautiful. Okay, so I've now wired this lever. Pretty simple wiring mechanism, nothing special. To pump out of this guy, and what I'll probably wind up doing at some point is, you know, pretty much coming back here whenever I need oil. I'm not gonna, you know, pump out this entire well right now. I'll just come back at some point, get some more oil in the future, you know. So, but for now I need to run my stone blocks all the way back in that direction towards my house. Not too far. Okay guys, I've taken a break from building my pipeline for oil because it's a long distance I have to move it. And actually I'm half debating if I just want to build a quarry out there by the oil spawn so I don't have to pipe it all back to my base. But I don't know what I'm going to do. So, for now I'm going to take a break from that and actually do something a little different. There is something I want to build today, so let's get cracking on that, shall we? Okay, as you can see, I spent a good amount of time mining last night and worked myself up to a significant amount of diamonds. That's definitely going to be playing a role in the equivalent exchange stuff I want to build shortly. However, there is something I want to show you guys, and what I'm going to do is grab a few more glowstone dust. Oh, glowstone as a matter of fact. So, Direwolf, what are you up to? I did a little math last night and discovered that if I take glowstone and turn it into glowstone dust, see how I've got 4 of these guys? Take my glowstone dust, turn it into redstone. Take my redstone and turn it into coal. I got a stack of coal. 1 full stack of coal from 4 glowstone. That's cool. Now I'm going to drop my coal into my macerators because I need some coal dust. And while those guys are macerating away, I believe I have a stack of coal dust. Awesome. So what can I do with a stack of coal? Well, if you put 8 coal on a crafting table with a piece of flint, you get a coal ball. Cool. you have 7 coal balls, or 8 total. And let's throw them in a compressor. Cool. They make a compressed coal ball. Let's let these guys finish doing their thing. While those guys are compressing, I'm popping out here to my quarry real quick to show you something really funny. At least it's really funny in my opinion. My quarry dug through 2 dungeons. Looks like this guy is a zombie dungeon, and so is this one. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen when my quarry actually reaches this place, but I am going to peek inside and see if there's anything worth stealing. Sure, why not? I'll take these buckets. No idea how a quarry is going to react to finding some chests here. And I don't know about you guys, but I have not found a record in these chests, I think, ever. Maybe, like, a year ago I found one. And that's not an exaggeration. It was like beta 1. Or alpha, I think, version 1.2 or something. But yeah, records and chests? Nope, no luck. Alright, so while that's cooking away, I'll head back and see if my coal is done. And yeah, it looks like I've got 8 compressed coal balls now. If we take those 8 compressed coal balls and combine them with a piece of obsidian like so, compressed coal chunk. Stick that guy in a compressor, and I wonder what we're gonna get. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Ta-da! An industrial diamond, huh? That's neat. So what's an industrial diamond? It's a diamond, just like any other diamond. It will work in all industrial craft recipes in place of diamonds. So I don't feel like opening a recipe book right now, but if you go look it up, you'll see there's a recipe for a diamond pickaxe, for example, that uses industrial diamonds instead of diamonds. But not all mods recognize the industrial diamond as a diamond. Luckily, the Equivalent Exchange mod gave us a one-for-one translation. Industrial diamond to diamond. So what did we just learn? If we take a couple pieces of coal, to be specific, 1 full stack of coal, we can make a diamond. And we can get a full stack of coal out of 4 pieces of glowstone. And look at this, I have this ridiculous glowstone factory here that's producing glowstone. Now, with Equivalent Exchange, you can take glowstone and shrink it down into diamonds. So if I pop this stack of glowstone into my chest with my Gem of Eternal Density, it'll shrink down into 2 diamonds. Cool. So you get 2 diamonds for a stack of glowstone, which is 32 glowstone per diamond. But if you do all that crazy stuff I just did, you can get a diamond for every 4 glowstone. So you get 1 diamond for 4 glowstone if you use the industrial craft stuff and all those recipes. So, I've got it in my head to build a machine that does this for me. It's going to be pretty complex, but in the end it should be pretty awesome because it means I'll be able to dump some 4 pieces of glowstone straight into a chest and have it pump out through a complex machine, very similar to what I did for my lava cells. And I'll wind up with a diamond at the end for every 4 glowstone, 1 piece of flint, and 1 piece of obsidian that I put into my chest. There is no direct way, as far as I'm aware, to convert glowstone into obsidian or flint, so those are going to have to be supplied manually. In order for me to do that, I've actually turned off my Gem of Eternal Density in here. You can see it's producing a significant amount of obsidian rather quickly. You get 2 full stacks of obsidian per cycle on these guys. So I just turned this off for a brief moment to produce a good amount of obsidian, and then I can always turn them back on and have them shrink back down into diamonds again. As for flint, well, that's actually not too shabby. I already have a stack of 64 here, plus this 35. And, to make things even better, Equivalent Exchange gives us a recipe. 3 gravel equals 2 flint. Ta-da! So, I can, do this in my buildcraft table. I can either do the 6 gravel to 4 flint, or the 3 gravel to 2 flint, and that can be part of my system. So if I just dump gravel, obsidian, and glowstone into a chest, they should all filter out, go through some diamond pipes. It's going to be a rather complex build, but like I said, in the end, it's going to be very useful. And I don't feel like it's, too bad of a thing to do in terms of making myself a lot of diamonds, simply because A, it's going to be an extremely complex build. B, it's going to be using a lot of electricity. I'm going to need some macerators to chew up my coalstone dust, and I'm going to need some compressors. And I'm really going to have to build the machine properly to make sure that in the end it doesn't overflow anything. I want it to be a pretty efficient machine that won't have a problem like this guy where things overflow. So I might need to use obsidian pipes, which I know I haven't showed you guys yet. Not sure. I'm just going to have to start building it and see how it goes. Because it's such a complex design, I feel like it deserves its own episode. So episode 31 will probably be dedicated to that. So without further ado, I'm going to go back to my oil system. And here we are. So the question is, do I want to build out here a quarry? I could build a bunch of quarries out here and have this oil, going all over the place and filling stuff up. I could build like 10 quarries at once and have them feed all into one giant alchemical chest, and that would be so cool, but I'm not sure. I might do something like that as well. The only downside to doing something like that so far away from my base is that quarries won't run if the chunk hasn't been loaded. And anyone who doesn't really know like the behind the scenes working of Minecraft, I don't pretend to, but I do know that the way the game works is once you close out of the game, it shuts off the entire world around you. When you go back in, it only loads up the pieces of the world that you've visited recently. It only loads up so like let's say I closed out of my game right now. Alright, I'm going to do it like this. Save and quit. Alright, Minecraft has shut down my world. Nothing is running at the moment. I log back in, and only a small area around my house has been loaded into memory, if you will. Again, I don't know exactly how it works, but there's a small area around my house. Anything outside that small area, the game, it's as if I'm not logged into it, and the machines aren't running, and nothing is happening. Because really, Minecraft was not meant to have automated machines. The original design of the game doesn't have anything that runs when the player is not nearby. So any buildcraft machines won't run, any industrial craft machines won't run, specifically quarries. So if I do wind up building the quarry way out there, it's not going to run unless I go outside and visit it. And that's kind of a problem. I'd have to always make sure whenever I log into the game for the first time, I go visit my quarries real quick to make sure that they're running, and then, come back to them later. So I might wind up building my quarries out there to save myself the hassle of running this huge long piping system back to my base. You can see I started a little bit, but I really didn't get terribly far, because I realized, wow, it's a long way to go. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So I think the next thing I want to show you guys is some more equivalent exchange items. So I'm going to take some of my diamonds here and make a couple of the dark matter tools. Now these guys are really cool. Every tool in the game, pickaxe, shovel, hoe, axe, they're all available in a dark matter equivalent, and they all have some really special superpowers that are a lot of fun. So I'm going to get cracking on building them. I don't think I have any of that stuff that I need. Mobius fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and make some with my uranium ore. I really should at some point make a Mobius fuel factory. I might. We'll see. I'm going to make my stuff here. Okay, so that's going to get me 4 dark matter with that amount of diamonds. I think that's good. I will be making some more dark matter items and some more equivalent exchange items going forward, because as you can see, my supply of diamonds is really going up. Every time I go mine, I always make stuff into gold, macerate it, and compress it down into diamonds. So the amount of diamonds I'm getting is really getting pretty good. Not to mention I'm about to build that awesome machine that will turn a lot of stuff into more diamonds. So that's even better. So I've got 4 dark matter here. Drop off my Mobius fuel. I'm going to snag a few more diamonds because I do need them. There's 2 items I'm going to make today. First is, I'll just show you guys the actual recipe, the shovel. Nice. Dark matter shovel is cool and it does some really nice things. I did miss not having it, and as you can see, it's not a very expensive item to make. It only cost me 1 dark matter. And the next one I'm going to make here is the pickaxe. Another really nice tool. So, how do these guys work? Well, let's go outside and check out the shovel first. The shovel is going to go to a nice open area that's not too close to my base, because guess what this thing does? That's right, it digs. First off, I can just dig with it, and it's pretty quick. Alright, I can also charge it up a little bit. And with the different charge levels, it will flatten terrain basically by, you go over here, level 1, and right click. See how it kind of flattened out that area for me? And if I charge it up all the way, and right click, it digs out a big chunk of area. So it's a great way to flatten some landscape. Nice, huh? Now, of course, it only works on dirt and gravel. The cool thing it does with gravel, though, is instead of flattening it, it just mines up the whole chunk of gravel. So if I just click that dude, any gravel that was nearby got dumped into my inventory. Looks like I got a significant amount of it, actually, out of that. Oh yeah, look, there was a big cavern under here full of gravel, and it mined it all up for me all in one shot. So that's cool. So that is the dark matter shovel. And if you really want to flatten out a big chunk of land, especially if you want to make a, let's say, farm or something like that, the dark matter shovel is great for quickly flattening out the landscape. The next thing I'll show you here, down to my mining cave, is the mining pick. This guy's cool. So let's see, I've got a couple tin. As you know, I've been kind of not going crazy with tin and redstone. It's so common anymore. So I've not been mining those a lot when I go dig around. Hey, a creeper in the distance. Nice. So anyway, dark matter pickaxe is a rather fast pickaxe, but if you charge it up, it mines even faster. So if I were to, say, mine down this thing, so a very fast miner, the pickaxe is. Also, while it's charged up, if you right click on a bunch of ore, for example, these 3 blocks of ore here, you know what, maybe because tin is a mod item. Let's go find some redstone. It might not recognize tin as a block of ore because it's from a mod. So let's take this redstone, for example, and right-click. See how it automatically mined all the redstone blocks and dumped them in my inventory for me? Yeah, that's pretty slick. So it appears recognize tin as a mineable ore, so that's why it doesn't dig it up. It doesn't work with obsidian either, but it does work with all your standard Minecraft ores. For example, iron, gold, diamonds. So, you can be running down your cave here, find this big, massive bunch of redstone or diamonds, or even better, coal. And just be like, oh man, there's like 30 pieces of coal there, I'm just going to mine them all in one click. Boom. Look at all the redstone I just picked up from that. And of course, like all other equivalent exchange items, this is powered by redstone or glowstone blocks. So there's some iron. Just mine that up, and it looks like there were 4 iron in there. So, very cool item. And now this feels like a good stopping point. There are some more equivalent exchange items I'm going to be showing you guys very soon. Obviously my diamond supply will be increasing. So yeah, I'll wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will catch you all in episode 31, where I'm going to build that crazy machine I was telling you about. See you then.